Hello, this is Vanjie with the Vanjie Project, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different that you haven't seen or don't know that I normally do. I try to do vision boards. I do a lot of journaling. A lot of times I will write things down, things that I plan to accomplish. I'll write them down, and then I kind of go through kind of like a list, if you may say that. But I go through them and figure out how or what I need to do to accomplish those dreams. And let me just tell you, this has not always been Vanjie. This has not always been what I did to accomplish things or, move to the next level in anything that I was doing. But over time, just from different things that I've read and different, things that I've listened to, even the Bible that I, spend time reading, it tells us, to make plans. We have to make plans. We have to envision things that we want to accomplish. We have to think positively. We have to have our mind right all the time. And so, we're not stuck in just what the Bible says and not taking it, from the Bible and bringing it into a more practical sense. So I'm going to show you what I normally do, and this is not a New Year resolution thing because I make changes all through the year. I don't wait until January 1st, to say I'm going to make this change. I make changes all through the year. There might be something that I implemented maybe on February 1st or January 1st, for example, and I tried it out for 3 months or whatever the case is, and it just didn't work. So it's time for me to strap it apart, take it down, and make a new plan, or maybe change some things about it. Maybe not the entire thing, but just change some things about it. So what I do is at my job, they have a spot where there's a lot of magazines. People who don't want the magazines, people who don't, I don't know, they get them, read them, they're done with them, they bring them in and they just put them there. So I grab them and then I'll look for things that would get me going, get me in that mode that I need to be in order to accomplish certain things. And if it tie in with my plans, then I would journal. I would put it on my calendar, set an expectation for when I need to accomplish it, set a goal for that particular thing, and different steps on how I want to accomplish that. And if you can see right now, I have my iPad here and I have my calendar with different things because I work with all of them. So as I make my board, as I set up my board, then I try to fit it into my calendar at the same time, because I probably wouldn't, with limited time, I probably wouldn't be able to, do the board and then figure out, putting some time on my calendar at a later time to get it accomplished. So, and also I have to do this during the time that I'm making my board because I need to also make time for my children. I can, just spend my entire day just work, and don't spend time with the most important people in my life. So, okay, so no particular magazine or anything. I just grab any magazine that has some, I don't even pay attention to them when I'm gathering them. I just grab them, bring them home, and then I take some time and go through them. And then whatever is in there, then I go ahead and start my board with it, cut it off, and then put them on my board. Now if you look closely on this one, I don't know what they're talking about. I haven't read the story, but it says making it work. And because I'm so set on the fact that you have to make things work, and not taking the wrong path to make it work, but you have to make things work, by working hard, finding all your resources and stuff to get it to work. That's something I want to incorporate in my life. That's something I want to continue doing. That's something I want to teach my kids as well. So that's one of the goals. That's one of my goals. That's something that I want to have as part of my life. I want to be able to make things work, try my best at it. Don't just give it up after a few tries and stuff like that, but I want to be able to work hard, and get things done. And then there's another one that I already cut off here. It says stress less. This one, I want to be able to take away stress from my life. I'm not saying everything's going to be all rosy and everything's going to be all perfect, but stressing doesn't help the situation. Instead of spending the time stressing, you might as well pick up pick up something and start working at it. Just figure out a way to get it resolved or something. But stop stressing. And I also want to double the joy in my life. I want to be able to be happy with where I am in life. I want to be able to work hard but also play hard, enjoy my kids, enjoy time that I spend on my own doing some fun stuff that I like to do as well outside of work. I want to be able to do things like that. So there are a lot of things I'm sure I'm going to find in this magazine, but when I put the entire board together, I'm also going to share with you so you can see what I was able to come up with. But I just wanted to also tell you that this whole idea of a vision board is not like you slap things on the board and expect it to happen. You have to work. It's not a magic tool where you put things there. And the reason for it being a vision board, or when I journal and things like that, is because you set it in a space where every time you come home, you're reminded that you have to do this, or this is something that you want to have. Instead of letting life happen to you, why not make the life that you want? Why not try to create the life that you want? And it may not be all perfect, because we're not gods, but you can try. You can try the strength that God has given you, to make yourself a better person, make your life a better life. You can use that strength and make, the life that you want. It may not be all perfect, but you can try. Don't sit there and say, it's not going to work for me. I've done this. You need to try. You need to work at it. And don't give up too soon. Don't give up too early. I do my board and then I put it into my calendar, still taking into account that I work a full-time job. I have my children that I have to spend time with and take care of. I'm also trying to build a business. So I work it within that schedule. And and then set my goals, and then I look forward to accomplishing them, taking different steps. And I'm not saying I'm stuck on these points. For example, if I've done all this and I walk away and say I now have everything together, and say maybe 3-4 weeks down the road, if it's not working, it's my vision board. It's my journaling, it's my plan. I can always rearrange it. I can always fix it and make it work for me. Instead of it using me and controlling me, I have to make it work for me. So I just want you to kind of understand and see where some people are afraid. I don't want to do vision boards. No, there's nothing wrong with vision boards, as long as you're putting things that are realistic, that things that you can accomplish, things that can happen. Don't be putting things, like, for example, you can go and put on a vision board or airplane. You don't want to work hard to buy that airplane or whatever. You're trying to buy a house that's $350,000 and you don't want to even work to do anything. It's not going to happen. Vision board is just kind of giving you a sight, a daily look out of what you want your life to be, and the different steps you are going to implement. So there is work in the process. And so I just want to say thank you for listening through with this video, and I will come back and then I'll show you at the end. I'll probably do another video. I don't know how long this one is, but I'll probably do another video and just kind of put it together and maybe go over some of the things that I have on my board and and share with you. So, and I'm just coming by to wrap this up. Like I've told you, I was doing a vision board and I'm almost done. I've already cut out the pieces that I want to use in this board. I just haven't taped them on the board yet, but I just thought to come show you before I tape it up and and set it up to where I need to set it up. So just kind of the things that I have on there. For example, I have yes you can, making it work, like I showed you before, the double joy. And on here, right here, that's a lot of money. Yeah, I want to increase my cash flow, so I have that in there. Make your life work. This is your year. For wonder why I have a cover girl picture or post on here, it's because my hope is that one day I'm gonna be on the cover of a magazine, advertising my clothing, just all my stuff that God has blessed me when it comes to my art. One day I'm gonna be on the cover of a magazine. This is my desire, and I put this on my vision board because I want to achieve this. I'm going to work to achieve that. There's another one that says live well, family matters. I always talk about my kids and yeah, I love them. I love to spend time with them. So they matter to me a whole lot. So I do a lot of different things to incorporate them into my schedule. So I want to remember and keep that in mind, that they matter. Feel good every day. I want to be able to get up in the morning, no matter what the situation may be. I want to be able to feel good. It's a choice for me to feel good every day, and I'll make that choice. And I also want to shine. And if you look at another cut up here, it says stability, happiness, love. Right now I have them all, and I claim that I have stability, I claim that I have happiness, I have love, I have all of them right now. So these are just some of the things that I put on this board that I am going to achieve. And as I achieve these things, as I overcome them, I'm going to write them, take them off my board. And what I do is, if for example maybe a year later and I'm thinking about doing a new vision board, for example, things that I still want to accomplish and it hasn't been accomplished, I put them there, and I probably have to work twice as hard as I worked before. So I just want to say thank you for staying tuned with me through this video, and just to kind of understand that it's good to have a vision. It's good to have a vision and try and put your vision into reality, because having the vision is one thing. If you don't put it into reality, then what's the point? So go for it. Like as I always say, and I'll continue to say, God first. He's my number one source of strength. He's my number one source of just anything about my life. He comes first. He sits at the table. He sits at the head of my life before all these things fall into place. He's the number one source. He's the number one source of everything in my life. I look up to him for everything. So I just want to say thank you again for coming through tonight. Have a good day or a good night wherever you are. Talk to you soon. Peace and love. And make your life work. You can clean your life. You can make your own life. Good night, y'all.